What's up, 10K Squad? It's your boy Asher 10K here, and today we're going to be talking about who I think is probably the most useless, the most useless, the most unnecessary, and probably the least important character in all of Dragon Ball. Now, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, you'll probably instantly revert to the meme of it being Yamcha, but no, the worst character and the most useless I think if anyone's ever known is Tarble. That's right, Prince Vegeta's little brother, Tarble. Prince Tarble was a character introduced in the filler Yo Son Goku and Friends Return. It was shown, he was told that he was sent off to having a weak power level for being a prince. Well, first off, in the original Dragon Ball, it was revealed that only Vegeta was an only child. So where the hell has Tarble come from Dragon Ball? And we do know that obviously, like with the manga, Akira Toriyama didn't take over Dragon Ball Super. Well, he showed over it, just like with GT. So, he'd be there to approve stuff. But to be honest, why he approved the mentioning of Tarble at all was kind of ridiculous. I don't feel like Tarble is actually a useful character at all. He basically comes to Earth, complains, and then Goku and Vegeta do everything for him. Now, the one thing I do like about the Yo Son Goku and Friends Return is Gotenks. Now, obviously, Gotenks is a great character in itself throughout Dragon Ball Super, and now Dragon Ball Super Heroes. Not the game sort of version. It's a bit complicated. It's a bit complicated, Xeno Trunks, all that. So the Time Patrol, there was also a Dragon Ball Heroes of that. Well, and there was also a Dragon Ball Super Heroes, which is where Future Gohan was reintroduced as, it was an incarnation. It wasn't the real Future Gohan. But after stopping myself getting distracted, Gotenks absolutely beats down on the villain of Abo and Kado, who were said to be strong as the Ginyu Force back then, and now as strong as Frieza, who in his first form, who had a power level of 500,000. But of course, Tarble only knows the first form, so he only knows Frieza had a power level of 500,000. He begs Vegeta to stop them, and Goku butts in saying, it will be great for the kids, and they absolutely dominate this fight. There are Wolfman fists, there's a volleyball, galactic donuts. I do like the little part where Abo and Kado sort of fuse and go around destroying the place, and Yamcha and Krillin turn out they've got their gi underneath, and they're saving other people from being injured and crushed by falling parts of buildings. Although the odd thing about this is that although this isn't entirely filler, Tarble was mentioned in the Goku Black arc, not the manga, the anime. Now here's what sort of confuses me. The manga and the anime are kind of on a line to joining into the same, one timeline, if you will. So there are parts of Dragon Ball Super that link to the manga for Dragon Ball Super. The fight with Kefla, rather than Gohan, it's alternates to Goku, which I think was entirely unnecessary in its own thing, which is a whole nother separate video that I'll probably do for you guys. But, I don't feel like Tarble was actually worth a character. He was mentioned in the Goku Black arc, and that annoyed me. I think it actually annoyed several other Dragon Ball fans that, Tarble is this non-canon character, coming from a filler episode, has a weird wife, not no racism or anything, not going Frieza here, but, it's weird, sort of weird wife, at least Goku and Vegeta's wives at least look similar to them, Can you like actually? I mean, I thought of this ages ago because I think I can do a pretty good Frieza impression. I literally thought of this ages ago. If Frieza was brought back only in his final form, so sort of like weaker Resurrection F Frieza, and Tarbal's kids were there, so they sort of like look like Tarbal but with white skin, and Frieza would be there, like, uh, "Are you a monkey? What is going on here?" I'd be like, "I'm the son of Prince Tarbal. Ah, I'm gonna kill you, Frieza. Why are you white? You're also white. Yes, but I'm a frost demon. This is one of my many colors. This is my prime color. If wait, did you say Prince Tarbal? Ooh, the prince. The younger prince. Interesting. Wait, that makes you half monkey. Why is your skin still white?" It'd be something like that. I don't know. It's not great. So it'd still be it'd be really weird. I just don't feel like Tarbal was necessary. Yeah, it was kind of enjoyable. Vegeta's got a younger brother, and he never mentions it, mainly because Tarbal was weak as hell, as it turned out. But the fact that he was mentioned in Dragon Ball Super anime in the Goku Black arc makes him canon. While we never see Tarbal, we can only assume he has his original power level, which was really weak. He met his wife the exact same. He works around. I don't remember who he worked with. I think he was still working with the Frieza Force, like the last little bits of it, which Vegeta scolds him for or something. Saying that Goat Kakarot killed him, and then, his son from the future killed him. And, it's now like, the kid's turn to kill someone as strong as first form Frieza. Like, kind of linking to that, I do like how in the Tournament of Power Saga, Trunks was like, "We'll slice him in half," and everyone's like, okay then, just reference your future self. I do obviously also like how in Resurrection F, Frieza thinks that Kid Trunks is future Trunks' offspring, even though future Trunks was only 17 at the time, and Trunks is like 8, 9, maybe 10, which is again like kind of like a whole other video. I don't think Kid Trunks' age makes perfect sense at all. I don't think it is, but I'll cover it in another video. I feel like his age is wrong. Actually, now I think about it, I'm pretty sure Goten and Trunks are teenagers in Resurrection F Saga. They're near the age where Goku started growing as a teenager. But, Gohan grew as a teenager, though it was a bit slow, because Buu Saga Gohan is a teenager. Not Cell Saga Gohan. He's 11. He's 10, technically 11. Because, the time in the hyperbolic time chamber, although they didn't spend half a year, the 6 months they spent in went over Gohan's birthday. So obviously, there's all that. But I digress. Going back to the main topic at hand, I don't feel like Tarbal should be canon. Obviously, he's yet to be introduced in canon. To be honest, I don't think he will, and thank God. I think it was the mention. I think then the producers didn't like it, and he was scrapped. Only to be introduced in the filler. Now I'm not sure. Obviously, it's filler, and filler's not really filler's not canon. Like it is with lots of other things, like the Broly movie, the Z Broly movie. Sorry. Oh, there goes my laundry. The Z Broly movie is not canon. It's filler. It fits in, which is it's really weird where it fits in. More weird is it's less weird than when Tarbal not Tarbal. It's less weird where Turles fits in, because Turles fits in between in the middle of Namek Saga is where they are. That's where Turles movies comes in the middle of the Namek Saga. Tien's alive, Roshi's fighting again, which he retired from and only went back to teaching. I'm pretty sure Chaozu was alive. Krillin and Gohan were on Namek, but they were there. Piccolo was dead, but he was there. Goku was on Namek, but he's on Earth again. And you can only do like the Kaioken up to 10 or something. There's a lot of whole confusion around filler and where it fits into the timeline. So, anyways, I don't feel like Tarbell should have been mentioned at all in the Goku Black Saga. I think it was completely useless for them to do that. And, I don't feel like he should have been mentioned at all. But that's pretty much my thoughts and view on Vegeta's younger brother, who is non-canon, and I hope to God he will stay non-canon, and I don't want to see him in actual canon, in actual canon for the manga or the anime. I just hope that the slight mention in the Goku Black Saga, which was completely unnecessary. I just hope that's the last we ever hear of Tarbell, because to be honest, he isn't important. He's supposed to be a prince, and Vegeta was really strong, even though oddly at 6 he had like a power level around above 11,000, but then when he's in his 20s, it's only 18,000. But as a kid, when he was like 6 or something, actually no, it is when he was 6. It was revealed that his father he surpassed his father's power level. King Vegeta is somewhere between Prince Vegeta and Z Bardock. I much prefer Z Bardock to Dragon Ball Super Broly Bardock, because although I prefer. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't prefer anything about Dragon Ball Super Bardock. I prefer Z Bardock's outfit. The fact that he's wearing a scouter, being more traditional Saiyan-like, and having a power level of 10,000 for a low-class warrior, and that's impressive. Like, not even Nappa had a power level of 10,000, and Nappa was an elite warrior. So to think the fact that Bardock with a power level of 10,000 was above Nappa while still being a low-class Saiyan warrior, and was basically considered an elite, because he's literally called the low-class elite, because he has such a high power level. And so the literal 3 strongest people on planet Vegeta at that time was Prince Vegeta, Bardock, and then the king as the strongest, the power level of 11,000. We assume, because we only know that the king, including in Dragon Ball Super Heroes, he was in between a power level of 11,000. He was in between Z Bardock's power level of 10,000, sorry, and Prince Vegeta's at age 6 power level of 12,000. But enough digression and removing it away. Try to ignore laundry still going off. It should shut off soon, to be honest. But yeah, all in all, end of the video. I don't want to see Tarbell again, and I hope to God he isn't canon ever again. So that's the end of the video. Thanks for listening, 10K Squad. I'm going to be working on a script for you guys for Sunday. If I don't have the script ready, part 1, I will still make a video, a quick YouTube short, saying apologies I don't have the video. You'll get it by next Wednesday. So look out for either the video, which I think I'll write the script on. Well, it might not be a what if, kind of like this one. I think I'll make the video on how the Buu Saga could have been better through Vegeta's actions. Well, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So, anyway, thanks for listening in, 10K Squad. I'll see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.